Ooh. Hello. That was a very squeaky hello. How the hell y'all doing? It's Sunday and Jesus is in the chat. So you know what that means. That we've all been really naughty and I blame all of you. So, like I said, how the hell y'all doing? Did you guys take a moment to share this out? Did you guys take a moment to like the stream? Did you guys make sure that you got your clothes ready for tomorrow and all that stuff your parents used to tell you when you had to go to school the next day? Anyways, so first thing is first. Yep, there's the tiny hands. I thought it would be a little something extra. Because you know me, I'm a little something extra sometimes. Anyways, so stuff over. I had a room on my day, so I like some stuff on. Apparently during the full moon reading, I didn't light enough stuff on fire. Let's get some. Let's get some magic going. Fire. Okay. So first things first, I kind of want to sort of somewhat-ish say sorry about the full moon reading. Because I know at the beginning I spent like a good 20 minutes venting about utter unimportant things. Let's just call it like that. Just stuff that wasn't important. Like, it was important in those 10 seconds that I was festering on it, but it's not something that remains important. And it shouldn't have been a part of the stream because, you know what, it's just not important, you know? But I mean, I know I had some pretty good points to make in it and all that, but even making those points, I apparently offended somebody because, people were continuing to do the blabbity blah blah blab and making up crap about, me and stuff like that. And I was just like, you know what? People gonna run their mouths all the time. That's what they do. And for me to like entertain that for 10 seconds, it's kind of like that situation of you sit and shit, you'll forget what it smells like. So don't sit and shit, right? All right, yeah. Okay, so that's kind of. I apologize, you guys. Like, I mean, I spent like 20 minutes babbling on it. Blah. Anywho, babe, did you find my book? He's like, I'm gonna get your book for you, and then he didn't because Fluff has learned how to air fry pork belly, and that's what he's been doing for the last 30 minutes is air frying pork belly for him and I because we decided to be carnivores for the month. Meaning we're doing the carnivore diet, and it's not as bad as it sounds. Uh, it's been interesting because now for somebody who never craves fruit, I'm all of a sudden like, oh my god, fruit looks so I'm a vegetable girl. I'm not. To be honest with you, I don't. Apples are probably my least favorite fruit, and I know a lot of people love them. But for me, like I like all the like tropical stuff, like pineapple and watermelon and all that. Um, but like classic fruits, like the ones that you would get in your lunches at school and stuff, I couldn't stand. Like, I guess I can like oranges on occasions, but I don't really tend to eat them too much. And so I went to the store and I saw those like ready-made fruit bowls. You know which ones I'm talking about? And it just looks so yummy. But I was like, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this for the 30 days. I'm doing a 30-day challenge, and we'll see how it goes from there. Fluff's doing amazing. I had one. It's not even a real cheat, but it's not part of the carnivore diet, so it's cheating. I had half an avocado because if I didn't eat that, because I was starving, because I hadn't eaten all friggin' day. If I didn't eat that, I was probably gonna grab something I shouldn't have. So I had like the ultimate little slip, but it wasn't even a freaking slip. It was, it's still keto, but that's not the challenge. So I had a weak moment and ate I ate half an avocado. I would have eaten the whole thing, but I didn't want to be too bad. But we've been doing it for what, like 10, how many days now? Are we on like day? We've been on it a week. And we haven't had any like real cravings to slip. The only reason I had that slip was because, like I said, I hadn't eaten all day and I needed to eat something so I didn't get sick. So, haha, star seeds. Look. Okay, there we go. So, this will be the oracle card for today, the oracle deck by Nari Anastasia. I know how to say her name. I swear to gosh, I do. And it's a cute. These are one of the pocket that I love. I love miniature anything. I guess because I'm small. I don't know, but I love miniature stuff. And these little like pocket oracles, I have at least what, a dozen of them, if not more. And these are so cool because they have like magnetic closures on them. You hear that? And so when I'm traveling or anything like that, I can literally put them in my pocket. And our tarot deck for this evening is the tried and true classic Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. This is not the original version of the deck. I do have the original Kickstarter version of the deck that contains my most favorite Ten of Swords card in history. I loved the adaptation of it. However, the creator, Chris Ann, decided to redo the deck because it went to mass market. You can buy this anywhere. You can buy it at Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, all that, and most metaphysical stores if they choose to carry it. The reason she changed it, and I wish I could pull my original deck and show you, but it's in storage because I have it sealed because you can't get this Ten of Swords anymore. Hey, everybody coming in. I know I haven't said hi to everybody individually, but just know that I love you so very, 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 very much, and the people in blue will help you through anything if you have any questions or concerns. Anyway, back to the Ten of Swords from the Light Seer deck. Now, I'll post a picture of it on my community tab. It is my most favorite Ten of Swords ever. The adaptation is a woman, and you see her from behind. She's kind of sitting on a rock, and she has 10 marks on her back. The traditional 10 of Swords is a person with 10 swords in their back, meaning the completion of a hostile moment in your mind or in physicality or anything like that. A lot of people interpret that as worst parts over, like it can't get any worse because tens are completion. And the one that she has is the woman surviving. It is the truest form of, worst parts over because it means that you can move forward from that situation. And she has 10 marks with stitches on her back where the swords would have been, but it's showing her, the adaptation of it is to show her looking forward. She's actually looking towards the ocean, and it's like her moving on with her life after surviving something that, should have killed her. That type of ideal. Now, the reason she redid it, and it might pop up. If not, I will try to find it offhand. I really, truly love this deck, but she redid it, and the new adaptation, the mass market one, has birds instead. It's still a beautiful 10 of Swords, but and the sword she shows as birds or crows, I believe it is. In the deck, I'm trying to see if I can locate it, but it's a woman with 10 birds flying away, and hopefully we run into it. And look at that. Okay, I found it. Look at that 9 of Swords. Remember where it's like the 9 swords and they're trapped? This one shows her like not being able to be at rest, and she's unrest, she's full of anxiety, and the birds are over her head. Here's the 10 of Swords that they changed it to. It's showing her moving forward after and like being free from, it's still an after effect, but it's her being free from, going from this to this. And I like it, and I understand the meaning, and I understand why she changed it, but the original Ten of Swords was just so amazing to me, and I couldn't have illustrated that better myself. So I was really like sad to see that she had taken it out, because people said that it's kind of sad that people tend to think like this, but they said it looked like lashing marks because the woman on the Ten of Swords was African American. She had darker skin. Well, it's implied that she's African American. She has darker skin. So on her back, she has the slash marks with stitches, and people said it looked like whipping marks, and implying like slavery, or trying to be, they tried to make it into something that it wasn't. And there was a lot of people, when I say a lot, I mean a lot, like thousands of people that were really upset by this. And she changed it, just to be like, I don't want to cause anybody to not be able to read with my deck because of one card. So she did change it for mass marketing, and there it is, the new Ten of Swords. So that's just a little tarot tidbit right there. Um, so this is a newer deck. Like, I purchased this probably within the last year, and I haven't used it a whole lot. The original one I used like tons and tons and tons, and it, like I said, it was a Kickstarter deck, and I had the original one from the original Kickstart. Loved that one. She made some adjustments to this one for mass market, and it's not, to me, it doesn't shuffle as good as the original one, but I want to maintain the original one for collector's sake. So I did repurchase it, and this is probably maybe like the first or second time I've played with this particular deck. All right, enough tarot talk. Enough with the tea. We are going to move along to our all 12 signs of the zodiac, starting with Aries, going down through Pisces. If you do not remember how this works, or you're new to my channel, what I do is I will pull a series of cards and close them off with an oracle card. In this case, we're using the Star Seeds deck, and getting some information, guidance, or whatever the universe has in store for your individual sign. You do not have to use just your sun sign. You can also check out your moon and rising sign, as your moon sign determines more of your personality traits, and your rising sign determines more of your strengths and ambitions. So go ahead and check all three of your signs, your big three signs, out. You can also check your Venus sign if you're looking for a love reading, or you're having issues with love or anything like that. There's all different ways to interpret these all signs readings. So don't restrict yourself just to, oh, I was born in, January, so I have a Capricorn reading, and then it didn't resonate with me. If they do not resonate with you, please make sure to check out your other signs and your other placements. And if you would like to schedule a personal reading with me, the information to do that is in the description box below. And there's also some really amazing channels that you should as well check out in the description box below. And I'd like to give a huge shout out to Mr. King Jared TV for his monetization. Congratulations. Where's the... Okay, let's give him a round of applause. Everybody say congratulations. Clap, 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 clap. No, not the clap, just claps. Yay! Congrats, Mr. King Jared TV. Woohoo! If you have not done so, you should probably go check out his channel. He's got some amazing content on Appalachian culture, especially like the witches and the Huns and all those awesome folklorish type Appalachian history. And they're really amazing, and he narrates amazingly. Of course, he's got that amazing Tennessee accent, and he can put you to sleep with it, and he can also scare you with it too, because his voice has a nice baritone to it. And if you're falling asleep and you hear him say something excitingly, it can cause you to wake up from a dead sleep. It has done it to me before, as I've ran his playlist. So I just want to give him a huge shout out, because he is such a pivotal person in the YouTube community, and he totally supports every single person. So we all should do a huge favor and make sure to share out his celebratory moment of becoming monetized and becoming a definite permanent staple amongst the YouTube community. On we go to the readings. So 1 second, guys, though. All right, I'm back. All right, starting with our wonderful Aries gang, let's get some cards out and see what this week has in store for you. Let's not burn the house down, Jen. We're going to move this just over here. And we ended up with... I thought I felt 2 cards. No, I didn't. I guess not. All right, cool. So, we have the Fool card in reverse, the Knight of Wands in the upright, and the Hanged Man in reverse. So, okay. Okay, so right here I see you, Aries. I see what you got going on. You're, like, not ready to take leaps and plunges right now because you don't want to do things haphazardly. Like, because you have the Fool and the Hangman, they're both in reverse. The Fool denotes like new energy of come what may. When he's in his upright, he doesn't care. He's just like, clean slate, let's get this going, let's do this. But in the reverse, in this particular reading, what I'm getting is more of the not so come what may, but like, okay, here's a new beginning. I want to be a little bit more strategic. I want to think things through. But at the same time, it is a new energy. So you're trying to be a little bit more strategic, maybe hide some excitement about something that's coming your way. You'll be the one to know. With this Knight of Wands energy, you're excited about something, but it's very like you want to make movement. You're ready to essentially like dance in the fire right now. But at the same time, you're like, I want to make sure that I'm doing things properly. Maybe this is this is a second go at something that has been given to you. Perhaps it's a new adjustment that you need to make in a career sense. You could definitely be dealing with, if you had broken up with somebody, you could definitely be getting that second chance with them is also what I'm getting. I'm kind of getting a strong denotion of that. But with this Hanged Man in the reverse, you're done with just watching and seeing and you're ready to play into everything. So that's kind of what I'm getting from this Aries. And it's a very specific, very, very specific reading for a very, very specific group of Aries is what I'm also getting. Bottom of the deck energy is the Judgment in reverse. So Judgment also denotes like it's go time. Let's get this, let's do this. And you're kind of like, all right, I'm not ready to make the call to what I need to be doing just yet. You have a lot of like hesitation energy. Okay. There's some hesitation is what I'm getting. It's not that you don't want to play ball. It's not that you don't want to dance in the fires. It is just hesitation. Let me make sure I'm doing this correctly. So let me go ahead and grab your Star Seed card to see what else the universe has in store for you. Vision. Trust your ability to create the vision in your soul. So in this case, what it wants you to kind of do is visualize the outcome that you're seeking. Remember, we just had that awesome new moon in Leo. So that was a total manifestation moon to manifest your greatest outcome, manifest your truest goals, like really, really, really aiming high. Like, those things that you thought could never happen, they're telling you to go for those right now, make those happen. So at this point, it's saying, you know what, vision what you want. So look before you leap is kind of what I'm getting, which is ironic because of the Fool card's all about taking those leaps. All right, Aries. So that's what I got for you. Hopefully those messages came through. I'm moving right along to our wonderful Taurus gang. If there's any Tauruses here tonight, this reading may resonate with you. So let me throw a couple of shuffles in to get some Taurus energy. Can you guys believe it's already August? We are 1 month away. I mean, it's almost August, like an hour, right? A couple hours. But, like, we're done. We're done with July. Like, that's insane. And we're going to come up within the Burr months in, like, a month. That means fall. That means my favorite time of the year. I know some people really, really love the summer. I really, really don't. Okay, I grew up in a desert right on the California-Mexico border, and it would get to roughly 122 degrees in the summer where I grew up and spent a huge chunk of my life from birth up until I was about 18, 19. And then I said, bye, Felicia, and I hauled Heine about 2 or so hours further up, like east north or west, I should say, and I moved to San Diego, California. And from there, I took a small stint in Phoenix because I had gotten, I had gotten married and all that. But went back to a stifling hot desert. What was I thinking? And then I said, bye, Felicia, after my divorce. Tried to hang around Phoenix as long as I could. Moved to Tucson for a little bit because I needed to finish my divorce, but I couldn't stand being in the same city as my ex. So moved along to Tucson, Arizona, spent some time there. Tucson is a lovely place right outside, about an hour away from Tombstone, Arizona, about an hour and a half, I'd say, depending on what part you live in. So I went and spent like some time, so much time. I don't know what a Shema time is, but so much time is what I think I tried to say in Tombstone when the shutdown happened, when we all had to like hide from the big C word. And I would go over there at night and hang out. It was really cool. Like that was like the best time because it was a historic town, like totally ghost town. I used to love going over there and like hanging out at night and talking to spirits and stuff. I would take my daughters and we would go at night as a way for me to kind of clear my head from everything I was going through. And then from there, I went back to San Diego. So here I am. And yes, we have amazing weather here in San Diego all year long, but the tourism gets to me in the summer. They like jam pack here because of the beaches, Legoland, um, SeaWorld for those that still go to that, and many other places, Balboa Park, Seaport Village. We have so much stuff here, Comic Con, everything, and I am just like, tired of the tourism, and I get tired of it. So, give me one sec, guys. Sorry about that. Seems to be more interruptions tonight than necessary. I guess because I didn't let people know that I was going to be in the office going live. So yeah, I have to kind of inform all the people that occupy my home sometimes because this is my like area that I hide when I go live. I do not go live in my full blown home because there would just be too much noise. Anyway, so Taurus, you have the Two of Cups in reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So if I had to guess offhand, there is a Taurus out there that is going through a separation from a lover. Separation from something they care an awful lot about. I mean, it doesn't have to be a lover, but I'm getting a strong vibe of that. A partnership, things like that with that Two of Cups in reverse. When you see the Two of Cups in traditional tarot, it usually denotes what a lot of people consider soulmate energy, twin flames, all that, because as you see, it is two hands joining and two cups filling with that unity. In other words, it means ultimate unification. Six of Wands is denoted as that energy of like, hell yeah, I am on top of my game. As you see right here with her, she is appearing to be center stage, also burning with her wand and her wreath. She is celebrating herself. It's almost a pride energy. And with it in the reverse, it's like the opposite. She is not feeling center stage, or she is not feeling proud of herself, he, they, them. And so right here it could mean like, in the absence of this situation, we now have this feeling. And yet we have here the Five of Pentacles, which is hard times, but in the traditional tarot, you see it as the couple that is standing outside of the church. You'll see the Five of Pentacles in the stained glass denoting, struggle, but salvation being in reach. And in the reverse, it is denoting maybe you are very consumed by the struggle of this situation in particular, that you cannot find your own salvation. And that is what I'm seeing for this Taurus reading. You also have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Even though you know that the ending or parting of ways, or this situation ending, was probably good for you, and you are trying to be very, very level-headed about this, it is just not, you still are human and you're still feeling the vibes of this coming to a halt, an end, or whatever the case may be. It is certainly not going to the plan that you have, Taurus. So Let me get one more shuffle in for your Starseed card and see what the universe wants to close this off with. And you have Starseed, rise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. So at this time, Taurus, you may not have the love of another, but you always have the love for yourself. All right? Even when other people aren't there to lift you up, even when you feel like the sun isn't shining anymore, you just feel dim and lost and secluded. Please note that it can't rain all the time. The sun has to come out. Things have to change. What you feel today is not what you're going to feel in a month. It is not what you're going to feel in a year, most specifically. Sometimes a very significant parting takes us a very long time to get over. I know, I've been in those situations. And I can tell you this much, Taurus, that a year later it was a little easier. And furthering from that, it got easier. Did I ever forget that situation or that person or anything like that? Absolutely not. What's embedded in your heart will always remain there. It just we kind of grow new, dare I say, produce. We grow new. We just grow new on top of dead soil. We replenish it. We till it. We add nutrients to it, and we plant and we grow again. That old soil is still there. It's not removed or anything. You've just enriched it, got it to where it can grow new life again, and you've moved onward. And that's what I'm seeing right here. And what it's telling you is to do the things that you enjoy. Right now, you don't have a secondary person or anything denoting what you should do, what you can and cannot do in order to raise your vibrations. If you want to go have a big old bowl of ice cream, go do that. If you want to play your music, your cheesy 90s, teen bop music, on level 10 and dance around, naked and, whatever it is that floats your boat, whatever makes you free, whatever raises your vibration, because any of those things, anytime you tell yourself that, I'm gonna feel better, eventually you start to. Your mind really can be reprogrammed at any point, even in the most horrible moments. So you can tell yourself, not today, Satan, and move forward, and you will change things. And that's what I'm seeing in this reading for you, our wonderful Tauruses. Okay? So we're going to move along to our Geminis. Dun, 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 dun. Gemini, 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 Gemini. Anybody have anything exciting happen today? I know Fluff did. And then I yelled at him for it, and it wasn't even his fault. I dropped a card. You'll have to pardon me for a second. There it is. I gotta smooth my chair back over here. Okay. It's hard to roll this chair. It's a gaming chair, actually. But we use it in the office because it's, sort of somewhat comfortable. And it doesn't slide very well on this carpet. But yeah, Fluff had an interesting day because he had to deal with a customer that tried to beat him up, literally. And then I was like, I hope you called the police and documented this and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no, I was a little more concerned with getting the dude out of my building. I was like, I don't know. Being a manager, I'm always like, no, you have to do things. It's the Capricorn in me. Go figure. And he was like, this is not my fault. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I don't know why I'm yelling at you. I'm just pissed off. I had a moment today. Don't mind me. All right, bottom of the deck energy is the Judgment in reverse. But we have here the Seven of Wands. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so you have settled your mind into something. You've calmed yourself. You haven't made full-on decisions about things. Like, I think you've made a decision with your head that maybe your heart's not reflecting, and you're trying to zen yourself right now. You're trying to keep yourself centered, knowing I know what's good for me, and this is what I need to be doing. But I really don't like that I have to make this decision. And you should be walking away from something, and that's why I said it's very head over heart. But you're choosing not to walk away from it just yet. And that's why I think you're saying, like, is this the best decision to make? I don't know, but I'm going to call down on the universe to help me through this. And you've got the judgment card in reverse. So I think there's more to this situation than meets the eye. And I don't think you quite have all the information about it, about this person, this place, this thing, whatever the case may be, Gemini. So I think at this time, it's a very good thing that you're not making any rash decisions. But at the same note, I want you to be very, very aware and allow whatever information that can come in to continue to come in, because having all of the information is going to help benefit you in that long-term decision. Okay. But with that judgment card being in the reverse, the universe is kind of being like, like right here where it's in an upright, she's getting that beam down of like, yes, now's the time, you have everything you need. What is being judged on is enriching you, it's a beam to you. But in the reverse, it's like you don't have that yet. So not yet. And the reason for that is probably because we don't have all of the information we need to make decisions on whether stay or go, or and let's go ahead and pull your Starseed card. Okay. Choice. By staying conscious in your thoughts, you guide your journey in the direction of choice. So really controlling the mind, and with wand energy, that's more of your fire, that's more of your like your go, that's motion. So right here, it's wanting you to have more time in conscious thought. So you'd want to draw in a little bit more of that sword energy. But right here, instead of making movement, even though you're like, I need to make movement, it's, everything's very stalled. But by staying conscious in your thoughts, you are going to figure out, and that's why I say wait for the information, wait for what needs to come through. Like, keep yourself in a safe mental space of neutrality, I guess. But don't make don't judge whatever you're seeing or experiencing or being a part of off of the get-go. Don't judge the book by its cover is kind of what I'm really getting from this. All right. All right. Moving along to our wonderful crabs of the zodiac, our Cancerian gang. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. What have we got for Cancer for this week? Cancer. Oh, Cancer. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Seven of Cups. Decisions, choices, options. There we go. Bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. So intuition. Be intuitive about this situation. Okay. Five of Swords. Seven of Cups, the Five of Swords to the Two of Swords. So, I just did a Two of Swords tarot card of the day in my community tabs. You guys should check that out. It's all about, being confused on something, because swords are air energy. So that is all the thoughts and mind. Okay. And right here we have Seven of Cups. So you have options on something that you are very, with this Five of Swords, you're very like, I don't want this. Like, I'm just like, by touching this card, I don't want what I'm having to do. I don't want this headache anymore, as you see with him. And, I just want to be free. from this argumentative, combative space, but you are kind of confused on what to do. But it's saying right here with this bottom of the deck energy, you need to go with your intuition. Okay? Go with your intuition. But let us see what the Starseed Oracle wants to give us to kind of tie these ends together in this situation for Gemini for this week. Da, da, da. Let's see. All right, courage. Courage, courage. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. So, in this quandary that you have right here of confusion and wanting something to just be done and over with, but yet you have options, like maybe you're feeling like the options that you have are just not something you want to deal with. Maybe you kind of feel like, I'm between a rock and a hard place. Like, I can't, none of these decisions are what I want. Right here is you're going to have the courage, or maybe all of them are representing, a struggle or battle, no matter which one. And you just need to have the courage to choose the one that's best for you. You need to do the things that are best for you and not so much consider other people at this time wholeheartedly. Like if you're a parent, of course, you have to consider your kids and stuff like that. If you're married, you have to consider your spouse. But I don't think you need to worry necessarily about considering like the entire world. I feel like this is a very heavy reading with a very specific group of Gemini and or Cancers, and I feel you might be dealing with a Gemini, but I feel that this is, something that has you're at that moment of, shit or get off the pot. Like it's time to go, and it is something that is going to really test your strength, okay? And that is what I'm getting for you, Cancer. Cancer, Cancer. Hopefully those messages came through and hopefully they resonated with a specific Cancer and helped with some advice on that situation. But we're going to move along to our wonderful Lions of the Zodiac, our Leo gang. I really got to break these cards in. I love them, but like I said, this mass market production of them, the card stock is it's thick. It's very it doesn't have too much bounce. So it's pretty firm, as dare I say, more than thick. It's got a firmness to it. It sounded kind of dirty, but oh what? Leo, what have we got going on for Leo this week? We have the King of Swords. All right, being strong in our thought space, knowing our worth. Ten of Wands. All right. All right. So you moved on from something. Completely moved on from something. But you got that Five of Swords. Why are you looking in the past, though? Like, why are you dreading this? King of Pentacles is the underlying energy. You want to get secure with yourself. You want to get secure in your moving forward. And this is a craving for security. And that's what brought all these movements together. And even though you've got your head all together, there's probably a component of, am I making the right choice? Am I leaving something good behind? Like, you keep looking in the rearview mirror here. And one of the things I talked about in one of my tarot of the days, I believe it might have been today's, honestly, but looking in our rearview mirror means that we're not looking forward, which means we're willing to crash into anything and actually interrupt our path working. So what I'm seeing here is a lot of like, I'm moving forward, I'm getting my head together, energy. Figure in this again. So if there's a Leo out there that maybe lost a parent, that they're like, I wish I had their guidance. I wish I had their opinions at this time, because I need that. I need that grounding strength, that parental strength, also with these two kings right here. Okay. So let's close off your reading with some information. Okay. Signs. The universe has been gently nudging you forward by revealing to you signs and synchronicities. I don't think I really need to say much more than that. But if you have some questions on what you should be doing, if you're looking for that guidance from somebody who has passed, they are definitely sending you signs, and they are doing it through, like it said, synchronicities. Maybe every day at the same time you look at the clock in the car and you see, 111, it's 111, or maybe you're seeing that it's 5:55, which is huge change, and 111 being manifestation, put it into practice, put it into place. Maybe you're seeing 333, things like that. Maybe, you know, when it just synchronicities could mean I'm hearing the same song all the time everywhere I go. Listen to the lyrics of that song, look them up, see if there's some hidden message or something that just kind of resonates with you. Any of those things, those synchronicities, those little hidden messages that you cannot ignore from the universe, don't try to ignore them, because they're coming from a place that is directed towards you. All right, Leo, hopefully those messages have come through loud and clear for you. And we're going to go ahead and move along to our Virgos. There we go. Got a little bit more flex in there. I see we have Miss Vodka Vamp in the chat and the lovely Diddles. And there I go, dropping tarot cards. It's because they are new and they are kind of hard to hold because I have small hands. See how many I dropped. Oh my gosh. There. There are some readers, dare I say some people, some readers that if a card falls, they won't put it back in the deck. They consider it, a sign that they're not supposed to be using them for that reading. That they don't qualify. I'm not that way. Okay, Virgo, let's see what messages we've got going on for you this week. Knight of Cups in reverse. Two of Wands. And the Justice card in the reverse. Okay. That's interesting. Seven of Pentacles. So, to the Virgo out there, you could be dealing with an earth sign on this one. You could be dealing with a water sign. You can also be dealing with a fire sign. But ultimately, here, what I'm seeing is this is probably something to do with work. You've got Pentacles grounding energy as your underlying energy, and it's stuff that has been put into the ground. As you see, he's planting things, and this is something this is very heavily denounced as, planting your seed, being proud of what you're growing, things like that. And you got this Knight of Cups energy. So where something was booming forward with your emotions, it's kind of standing still. It's not going the way you want. Or maybe you have halted your feelings for something. Something that you were passionate about is actually getting, put on standstill right now. Like you're not going forward with it, but I'm getting right here is that you don't want to go forward with it. Two of Wands, seeing into the future. I think what this is telling me is you're ready to leave behind other passions in order to pursue things into the future. You're looking more into the futural component. Even though with this Justice card in the reverse, there are certain things that are just not favorable to you right now. It might be seeming unfair. But you know what? It's quite all right because you still have that tenacity to keep going and keep growing. So, let's go ahead and see what the Starseed Oracle says to kind of give us a little something on this reading. Let's see if we can tie it in. Transcendence. Transcend your mind's limitation and allow your soul to truly shine. Allow your soul's light to truly shine. So right here, maybe you're just experiencing some burnout and you want something more. You're like, I don't feel passionate about my job anymore. Like it's not doing it for me and I want something better. And right now you're kind of stuck there because you need to have stable work and you're like, I don't want this. And it's telling you to transcend your mind's limitations and allow your soul's light to truly shine. So even though you're in a kind of a shitty situation at the job place, or it doesn't necessarily have to be a job, this could apply differently to everybody, but take what resonates, leave the rest. What I'm seeing right here is, it's telling you to get out of that negative headspace, because that's really what is locking you into being non-productive at your job. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here overall with this entire energy, is that you're like, no, I want better. I want to do more. I'm limited right now. And I just want that better opportunity, that better, you want the end of the race without running the race anymore. Because you're like, I know I'm worthy of the trophy. I trained really, really hard. I know I'm capable. I know I'm worthy. And right now you're still told, like, hey, like everybody else, you got to run the race. And you're like, well, that's just really not fair. You don't feel that it's fair, but that's fine. That just means right now, those doors aren't open to you right now. And there is a reason. You don't, have the guidance and the go for that. The checkered flag hasn't, you haven't been given that green flag, in other words, to get to a checkered flag. And it's telling you, while you're running the race, which we don't even know if you're maybe even at the tail end of the race, but, which is possible, but it's telling you, change your mindset so you can actually enjoy the experience of the race that you're in, so it can be used in the future. If you're like so quick to want to get past something that you don't even actually enjoy it anymore, why do it at all? So that's what I'm getting for you, Virgo. That's the vibe I'm getting. Hopefully that came through for somebody, for one of our Virgos, and made a little bit of sense, and maybe provide you with a little bit of guidance on how to better a situation right now. But we're going to go ahead and move along to our wonderful Libras of the zodiac and see what this week has in store for them. I'm going to cut the deck because I feel like I'm being called to do so. Let me get one more shuffle in for our Libras. There we go. Change for flow is what I'm getting from that. The moon card in reverse. So we're figuring out some shit right now, Libra. We got the wheel card and things coming to surface so that, new situations can go forward. We're moving onward. This is some serious energy right here. Got the world card. What? And the high priestess in the reverse. Well, what I always tell people with major arcana readings is this is set in stone. This isn't like subjective. If I change up this a little bit, it's going to null and void the reading. It's like, no, this is stuff that's going to happen because the universe has conspired against you. No, it hasn't. It's literally said this has to happen no matter what. The underlying energy you have is the Five of Swords. So that little like headachy energy is what I'm getting here. But you got the moon in reverse. So now what was all concealed and hidden is now coming to light. You got the wheel card. So you're able to let go of things and actually move forward and complete a cycle. There was a karmic cycle going on. You learned the truth and you're like, it's a done deal. Done dollar. I'm done. I'm moving onward. Fuck this. And that's just kind of what I'm seeing from there. And with the world card, both having the Wheel of Fortune card and the world card together, these are amazing because it's like it couldn't have happened at a better time. It couldn't have happened, like I said, right here, this is the universe conspiring against you and wanting to be like, I'm going to pull a trick on you and I'm going to give you, upon learning some shady shit, you're going to change your entire world. And the high priestess it happened without you even thinking about it. You didn't have any inclination that this was going to turn out this way. Even though it started off as being, combative and headache and just not good energy, it changes. Once you find out that information that, was concealed from you, that, shady shade, once you figure that out, it's just freeing. It doesn't control you anymore. It doesn't take up residency in your head, your emotions, your mind, nothing. You're like, and great thing, it opens up doors. It opens everything up, you and everything else. So let us find with the oracle cards, what the oracle cards want to give to you. And it says meditation, take a moment to connect to source through quiet reflection, through quiet reflective meditation. So this is definitely saying, put it into existence. Think it, smell it, eat it, taste it, be it, do it. And that's what it wants you to do. And the first thing it wants you to do is calm your world down, really center and humble yourself, and meditate it into existence. Calm yourself out of your world. If this truly upsets you, the information you find out, go to your car, turn on your music, and just let your mind ease, okay? Just let your mind sort itself out, because you know exactly how to free yourself. And either way, you're going to be freed from this mentally situation that was not serving of you in the proper way. And you're going to be able to control and change, and you're in the driver's seat right now for your life's changes, okay? Like what you want, especially with that new moon energy, come on now, you're able to make happen. Alrighty. It's a very amazing reading for the Libras out there that needed to hear that. But we're going to go ahead and move along to our wonderful Scorpio gang. Is that my Royanna? Oh my gosh. Hi, sis. For those of you who do not know, I've known Royanna for a very, very long time. She actually has known me since my kids were babies. My oldest were babies. She is my mouse weight, for those of you who are familiar with that app. She is one of my mouse weight sisters, and I used to spend a lot of time at Disneyland with her family and everything, and she holds a very near and dear spot to me, and she has followed us over here from the wonderful land of Facebook, and so please greet her wonderfully and make her feel that this is her space as well. So thank you for joining us, Royanna. It's great seeing you. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Plus, Royanna's a huge sweetheart, like you wouldn't believe. Very amazing woman. Love her, love her, love her, love her. She has seen me through some horrible stuff, though. Like, she has seen me go through the ringer before. Come out of it, go through it again, come out of it. She's witnessed a little bit of Taro and T's life. All right, Scorpio, what messages do we have for you this week? Let's see what we got. And all three came out, so all three are going to go with us together. Okay. We have the King of Pentacles in the underlying energy at the bottom of the deck. Yes, I am your sister. You're my sister for life. Like, oh my gosh, let me tell you. Royanna can tell you. Royanna can tell you about Jen. All right, I got Eight of Swords in the reverse. So, where you felt that you were restrained to something, where you felt that you were imprisoned by something, you aren't imprisoned by it, but you're allowing yourself to remain in that thought process of, I am imprisoned by it. Eight of Cups shows you moving completely on, and Seven of Cups shows you moving into some new options. So as where you don't feel stability right now, Scorpio, you're like, you know what? I'm not locked into anybody's idea. I am literally a free spirit to do what I want, when I want, how I want. So there might be something emotionally that you're walking away from, because you know what? You keep revisiting it and keep revisiting it, and you keep trying to make something out of what is no longer there. All right? It's just not there for you anymore. So Eight of Cups shows you moving on. Seven of Cups shows new options in a situation. Okay? These are emotional situations. So don't look at it too much in the grand scheme of things, is what I'm hearing. You know, it's looking at it in a small situation that's probably literally mentally and emotionally locking you into something. It's wanting you to walk away from that mental thought process to free your emotions on it and give you some more options. You know, finding better ways to deal with this energy is what I'm getting. Hey Slim, welcome and thank you for joining us. How you doing tonight, Slim? I gotta go and let me just do this really quick. There we go. And that's what I'm kind of getting, Scorpio, is just allowing you that freedom to do what you want. Don't stay confined in a thought process that's literally controlling you. You know, it's not even a real thing. It's more of like a mental state is what I'm getting. It's more of like, you know, oh, like, hey, how you doing today, Scorpio? Oh, well, you know me. I'm just thinking of shit that ain't real and making it into something that it's not, you know. That's kind of what I'm getting. That's the vibe. That is the vibe that I'm seeing right here. Alrighty, let's go ahead and pull your Oracle card, Scorpio, to vision. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. So at this time, it's telling you to get out of this headspace of being landlocked. And as you're moving forward and leaving some stuff behind, leaving that emotional drag behind and getting into the part where, the world is your oyster, it's telling you to like sit there and utilize this energy to create something anew because you have that option. All right. And there is our wonderful oracles and beyond. And everybody in the chat, please wish her a very belated happy birthday. She had a birthday not too long ago, and like within the last week. And forgive me because the concept of time fails me. I am so busy 9 times out of 10. But I do have a birthday present for you, Cassie, so I'm going to need your address. Because I have a little something something from my collection that I've hand selected for you for your birthday. So I just need to know where to send it. So, and I believe Diddles also had a... Diddles, didn't you have a birthday come up as well? She'll let us know in the chat. And if she did, go ahead and wish her a happy birthday too. But I know Sam Huntley had a very happy birthday come up. So she's not in the chat today, but if you see her around, wish her. Oh, she will? Okay. Okay, well, she, whenever she shows up. But there's Sam. Everybody, it is Sam's birthday. Wish her the most happiest of birthdays ever to our wonderful, beautiful makeup artist of the paranormal. If you have not done so, please go to her channel, run her playlists, do all that wonderful, whatever that word is, stuff that we do to show people that we love them and support them in our community, and do nothing but show love and support and all that. And on her birthday, I mean, come on. It's not going to take nothing from us to run her playlist. Am I right? Let's get her watch hours up there. Show her that amazing love that we all have. And happy birthday to you, my beautiful, amazing sister, Sam. Thank you so much for enriching all of our lives in every way that you do just by simply existing. We adore you. I know I adore you. I know Fluff adores you. And I am so... Every time I run her playlist, it's like... I just get a big old smile on my face because she's so creative with makeup, and she's so creative with everything that she does, like her storytelling and her retelling and everything. And then, come on, that accent. Come on now. All right, we're going to move along to our wonderful Sagittarius gang. So, messages for Saggy this week. Knight of Pentacles. Four of Wands. This looks like it's going to be a good one. We have some happy vibes here. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Cool. Okay, just making sure that wasn't 2 cards. Underlying energy is the Magician. So manifesting the things that you want. That, taking that control, making things happen. All right. Knight of Pentacles. We are moving forward. We are taking ground. We are laying the pathway for something. We are definitely making that forward movement into our ultimate happiness, our future of, right here, it's like in the traditional tarot, it shows more of like Four of Wands as an archway, more like a wedding thing going here. But here, I always get from this the like Coachella festival vibe. This is like festival vibe where you're just a free spirit, living in the moment, living in your ultimate happiness, moving and grooving, and it's like, the world can't stop me. That's the vibe I get here. So you're moving into that. Seven of Swords in the reverse. So you know what? Where that Seven of Swords is like, you're in the mood to fight. You're in the mood to like, go to battle. At this point, you're like, I don't need to go to battle anymore. I'm good. I'm in control here. I got this, my friends. And I'm living it up. And that's what I'm seeing for our Saggies this week. that's the situation. Maybe this is the approach you need to take to a situation. If that's not the situation that you're in, maybe that's the approach you need to take to it. All right, let me go ahead and pull your starseed card so we can see what additional information is coming through. Strength, you are being guided. You are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. Ooh, so Saggy, you got a little something going on. So let's not run good information into the ground here. Let's just move along. All right, to our wonderful goats of the zodiac, our awesome Capricorn gang. I have got. It's not. I'm not stuttering because it's a new moon. I'm just tongue tied. Imagine that. All righty. All right, I'll cut the deck. All right, when things come to me, you do it, right? You follow that information and guidance. All righty. Here we go. I got my headphone done fell out my ear. Righty. I have like a single earbud that plugs in from my mic to my ear, and my arm catches it every single time. Apparently I'm supposed to shuffle one more time because I divided it up, so we're gonna listen. We're gonna let it happen. Okay, Capricorn. Bam. Page of Pentacles. So Pentacles, Earth energy. Ace of Pentacles, new opportunity. What? And Page of Wands. Okay, so this is we're being a little juvenile about stuff. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, though. So, okay. So maybe we're not feeling something. There's a new opportunity. And we're kind of being a little blasé about it, Capricorn. We're not taking it as strongly and with as much tenacity and force as we should be. So you're kind of like, I know I can get this new job, this new opportunity, whatever, but you're kind of like, you're being a snail about it. And you're not, pages are very young energy. This is that kind of naive energy that you're like, okay, yeah, sure, let's do that, okay, it's not as strong as it should be, but this can also mean, Capricorn, that you don't have to do much to bring this in to your world. You have a blessed day too, Slim, you amazing guy, you. Always bringing in that amazing energy. Totally love you for that. So, let's go ahead, Capricorn, and get you some advice from the Starseed Oracle to... Okay, we have choice. By staying conscious in your thoughts, you guide your journey in the direction of choice. Oh, see, there we go. So, if this is one of those situations, if you want to apply yourself, you can make it happen. If you don't, it may not happen. That's what I'm kind of seeing from there. Hey, OG Dustin, thanks for stopping in, hon. Hope you're having a great evening. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here, Capricorn. So it's really up to you, because Capricorn's a very stubborn, grounding earth energy. So it's cardinal energy, but stubborn too. But it's literally like, if it's available to you, Capricorn, if you want it, you can have it. But right now you're kind of like, I know I can bring it in. I know I can tie it down. So you're kind of like, I know. But like, I think you're holding out for something. You're like, I don't know, with this Eight of Pentacles, you're like, I could be working on this. This could be enriching to me. But, you're kind of in this precipice of, what should I do? Like, dare I say, so confident as to know that you can pretty much determine your future as far as, employments and wealth and stuff like that. You know that when you put it out there, it happens. So right now, maybe you're not as into it as you should be. Maybe you're not jumping in full force. If you started a new job, maybe you're not like totally feeling your bearings in it. But you know what? It's kind of up to you if you want to or not. If you stay in that energy of like, meh, I don't know, then that's just kind of what the energy is going to be coming forward. So Aquarius, moving along to our wonderful Aquarian gang. One more for Aquarius. Well, that one kind of just threw up over there. Okay, so we have 3 cards, and I'm not going to take any of them, but you have Knight of Wands, 6 of Wands, and the Emperor. Okay, so it's control your thoughts on something. Control your ability to... You need to kind of put your foot down with yourself. It's giving me that vibe. Bottom of the deck energy, 5 of Pentacles. So struggle, but salvation is achievable. You know, you're not forgotten in your struggles. So Knight of Cups. So Knight of Cups could be a love offer coming forward. You know, with this 5 of Wands energy, you're like, this is combative energy. Like vinegar and oil type energy is what this is, but it's in the reverse. So it's like you're not resisting this. You're not going to fight against this, but you're wondering if this is something that's going to be long term, because like you're tired of struggling in relationships with people, with things that you really want to have happen. And that's what I'm seeing from this. So let us see what the Starseed Oracle has to say about this. And we will close that energy off for our wonderful Aquarius gang. Alrighty. Surrender. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in this present moment. Okay, so stop worrying about whether or not something's going to work out in the long term. If you have one leg on yesterday and one leg on tomorrow, you're pissing on today, okay? And that's the way I look at it. So right here, it's telling you to just enjoy what's coming forward. Enjoy this for what it is. Don't try to make it into something that it may not be yet, because you'll definitely scare that energy away. When we try to force, square pegs into round holes, it doesn't work, right? And you can sit there and twist it and eventually saw off those edges and make it fit in. But, why do that? Why put in all that work for something that still wasn't organically fitting? And that's what I'm seeing here, is just let it freaking happen on its own. Don't try to force things. Don't try to, it's like those women that go on dates and they're like, oh, is he the future Mr. blah, blah, blah. Why even put your brain into the mode of marriage when you've only been on one date? That type of thing. So allow this energy to come in and grow. Let that seed plant. And that's what I'm seeing from here. Alrighty, and we're going to go ahead and get into our last sign of the zodiac, our double fishes of the zodiac, the ones that absorb all the energy from all the previous signs, our wonderful Piscean gang. So Pisces, let's see what we got in store for you. And I want to thank every single one of you that have come and joined in with me tonight and have stopped in either just to drop a like or to hang out and hear your sign. You guys are awesome. You guys support me. It's the absolute most to me. And it is always a pleasure to be able to read for you guys. And always a pleasure to be able to get some amazing information out there for those that may need it. So Pisces, what have we got going on for our wonderful Pisces gang? You have the Tower in reverse. Yay! So we had a shitty situation and we're finally building on from it. 4 of Wands. It's rough. It's still rough, but we're moving forward. We're moving forward, Pisces. We are definitely moving forward in the Moon card. So we're learning a lot about ourselves. Maybe you're doing some shadow work right now. You got the 7 of Pentacles in reverse as the underlying energy. So we're planting some stuff. We're working with and harvesting our energies and our new life sources and everything. So with that Tower in reverse, that Tower card in the upright means chaos, and it's like a tornado coming through your life. It's going to bring change, but it's going to bring some chaotic freaking change. It's, the tornado has to level shit out first. 4 of Wands, we're not in that celebratory, dare I say, matrimonious energy where you feel like everything is just vibing and everything fits perfectly. Like, we're not quite there yet. You're in this mode of like, the universe keeps dumping stuff on me and I can't, I keep learning new things every day and it's more than I can really handle is what I'm getting. But you know what, Pisces? you know, I love you to death, but you're a pretty darn emotional sign at times. Like, you wear a lot of your emotions on your sleeves, and you are quick to jump to conclusions on things. And you also have surrender. But I want to pull one more. Surrender, and you have advancement. So surrender your need to control the outcome, just be with life in this present moment. Okay, we get that. So, the shit happened, okay? So now we got to just kind of deal with it. But advancement, a strong energy is propelling you forward. Follow the strings of your heart. So maybe where you're feeling like, so much is destroyed and so much got left behind. I'm learning new things, but I'm just not feeling good about it. It's telling you to let it be what it is. Stop trying to make it what it's not. And that's definitely what I'm getting. And when you start doing that, when you let go of the reins, when you let go of you know, when you let go of the wheel of the boat, you let it steer where it needs to go, where it's directing itself. Like if you're in a storm, you're not going to be able to control that ship. Sometimes it's even better to just let the ship go with where it needs to go. Oh Lord, Satan showed up. So the stream's over when Satan showed up. All right, Pisces, hopefully those messages have come through for you and provide you with some clarity on a situation and possibly some advice moving forward for an outcome that benefits you. Alrighty, you guys. Once again, thank you so very, very, very much for joining me on your Sunday evening. I know it's late for some of you, and you guys take time off from your days to join me for anywhere between an hour to 2 hours sometimes, and that is awesome. I always get shocked when any amount of people join me on these anymore. But I just wanted to say that it's a blessing to read for you guys. This gift isn't for me, it's for you. So my discernment in being able to cartomancer is something that was given to me through the universe, through God, whatever the case may be, whatever you believe. I try not to denote anybody's belief system, but it was never a gift that was meant for me. It was meant for others and to help others through some of life's mysteries and some of life's circumstances, if you should choose to have that. And it is a blessing every day in every way to be able to provide that and to provide some um, healthy, happy coaching in to advance us in life, or just to have somebody there for you, maybe just that little smidge of a sign of guidance. And to have you guys join me on that adventure is amazing. And I just want to thank every single one of you in every single way. And I wish you all an amazing start to your week. We do have the August sign readings coming up. And I do know that I'm missing 4 from the mid-month of July readings. I am so sorry. I will release those as bonus readings, an additional bonus reading for you guys at the beginning of this month, okay? And so the new August readings for the month, the entire month, will start off as earth signs, water signs, and air signs and fire signs. So I will be releasing 4 a day for the next 4 days till those are completed. And then towards the mid-month, you have your mid-month bonus reading as well. And we also have a few other little spontaneous readings coming up that you guys might enjoy. I have been really behind on the unboxing videos and stuff like that. Come on, you guys. I have over 500 tarot decks, and it can get a little overwhelming sometimes to figure out which ones I'm unboxing, but I have some brand new ones, some Kickstarters, some independent releases that were sent to me to review and unbox for you, and I will try to get those out as soon as possible. We also have the full moon reading coming up for the month of August and all of that. So lots of amazing things, lots of chances to get some additional guidance in or just to have some fun with the tarot. Take it as you want, entertainment purposes only, right? Okay, so information for, scheduling a personal reading in the description box below. Thank you guys so, so much. I love you all. Please stay blessed. Please stay amazing. Don't let anything get to sacred space. I will see you all next week.